district Tripura police ni ngai norong no kaisa kok kchana muchingo norong jotono shiwui tongo eba saimani tongo drugs tamo haifano especially baksa sini youth rok belai no hamya mani bai kubuljak जों पुलिस नि अंगै जतनो ना अपील खयो काइन्डली आमो हाइमानि हामियानो ताचादि आमो चानाय रंनि बागै सिमि हामिया इभेन फेमिली रगबो कष्ट मानु नरं फालनाय रंनो नुगुइ तंखे एबा सिनिवुइ तंखे नरं नि गानानि लोकल पुलिस स्टेशन इनफॉर्म खाइरदि हामबाय जय हिंद जय भारत
This podcast with you, sir. To have you here. Before starting the podcast, I just wanted to ask you.
Call me Pradyut. I think parents gave me a good name. Pradyut is a good name.
Correct. So, and
Local indigenous language, it means the owner of the land, the protector of the land. In Khasis, you have saints. So we have a traditional way of referring to our heads. But you can call me Pradyut. I think Pradyut is a good enough name. Parents did a lot of research before naming me Pradyut. So, and when you call me Maharaja, it looks like I have a moustache, I have a turban, and I've come here in an elephant. So, only people who dress up.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
My question is to Mr. James. Sir, namaste, first of all. And welcome to Karnataka. And when you hear United Northeast and United India, what does it mean to you personally? And how do you think this kind of unity help us to grow in a social and economic way?
Thank you so much. First of all, I just like to place on record that I'm deeply honored to be part of this program, and I'm truly impressed with this really impressive gathering. So thank you to everyone who's attending this program. A big hand of applause to all of you and to the organizers, of course. Parliament. So we spent our entire childhood in Delhi, and growing up in Delhi was very leaves a very strong impression on you, because we were very small. When you come of age, then you realize, well, everyone looks at you different, everyone treats you very differently. So for me, when you ask me on a very personal note, when you grow up in that kind of an environment, you just realize that we as Northeasterners today, I'm not here as everyone is mentioning as from a particular tribe or a state. You come to realize that we as Northeasterners, we need to have that kind of unity. And that unity is very visible and tangible today. I mean, look at the gathering today, and you see the kind of difference that's taking place in the country because of the fact that the Northeast is very united. There is this one voice that's emerging now, and you see the attitude and the change in the kind of way people perceive you. So I think that that's very important from that point of view, from a very personal note. So yeah.
Thank you, sir. Actually, unity can be seen here, but we expected it's more than that. And next question is for both of you. If you can point out one thing, it may be cultural, emotional, or developmental, which could become heart of unity within the Northeast or between the Northeast and other parts of India, and why? What are the reasons according to you both?
See, first of all, let's put this entire conversation in context. Northeast, when we say United Northeast, we do not want the Khasis to lose their identity. We don't want the Meiteis to lose their identity. We don't want the Nagas to lose their identity. We want all of us. We don't want the Tiprasas to lose their identity, or the Dimasas. There are different communities, different states. You saw a lovely Khasi performance. You see a Tripuri performance. You see a Naga performance. Amongst Nagas, there are Aos, there are Tangkuls, there are Angamis. There are different cultures, and the most important thing is we don't want to melt. We don't want to become a melting pot. We want to be like a salad bowl. The difference between a melting pot is that you lose your identity and you become one. But a salad bowl is something where you have a lettuce, you have a tomato, you have a cucumber, you have onions, you have jerky, whatever. But then when you mix it up, every fruit or every vegetable tastes unique, and yet together they taste wonderful. So we want to be the salad bowl of Northeast, not a melting pot. So to make it very clear, we are very conscious that if Northeast has to flourish, every community should be given their due respect. Second thing, when you talk about unity, we are in Bangalore today. I know who's a Khasi, who's a Garo, who's a Tiprasa, who's a Meitei, who's a Naga, who's a Dimasa or a Bodo. But to many people, we are looked as from Northeast. And what happens is that when we go back to our Northeast, we become divided. But here, because we are seen as one, we are sometimes, not all, but sometimes targeted as Northeasterners. Sometimes we are understood as, oh, this is a Northeast person working, or their food is smelly, or they look different from us. So what happens is we become one because we are identified as one. But when we go back, our political leaders will speak the same thing, but in different platforms. So the main question is, has this worked in 75 years? It has not. So if we need to speak up for our people, our students, our younger generation, we need to also realize that yes, there are 10 similarities, there are 2 differences. Let us keep our differences aside and let us focus on our 10 similarities and try to bring solution. If you focus on differences, you will never be able to solve a problem. But if you look at our similarities, whether it is Bangladesh, whether it is China, whatever neighboring countries, whether we are looked as different or we are considered unique, we need to focus on our issues where we can solve our problem. Why does people from Northeast, whether they are from Assam, or they are from Tripura, Mizoram, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, they need to come to Karnataka or go to Delhi or to Hyderabad to pursue their education? Why haven't our leaders ensured that there is a campus for Northeasterners within Karnataka, within our own states? So that is because we have never negotiated with the government of India from a position of strength. And that's why unified Northeast is important. Coming back to your second question about India. Well, India was not created overnight. India was negotiated with. The Constitution of India was debated by the Constituent Assembly. And when we negotiated with India to create the idea of India, it was supposed to be equal representation. Today I am in south of India, and even south of India says, why should we be paying the price because our population is less? Why should, when South India contributes, Maharashtra contributes, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh contributes so much for the national exchequer, yet when you do delimitation, because the population is less, you are given less seats in the parliament. So even now you are negotiating, but with your population, look at our population. We are 1/5 of whatever you have. And if you are going to reward population and not identity, the idea of India will be defeated, which was enshrined in the Constitution of India. So, like you are negotiating with the government of India, being proud Indians, about your identity, your culture, and the idea of India, we too want to do the same thing. And that's why we are negotiating and we are talking from a position of unity. Somebody may call it Ekjota, somebody may call it Thansa, somebody may call it something else. But the point is that we need to speak in one voice, because if we don't, we will not be relevant in the national scheme of things.
So true, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, we want to hear your perspective about it.
I completely agree with what Mr. Pradyut, my brother, has mentioned just now. And of course, unity and diversity is a very contradictory term. But nonetheless, there is as Mr. Pradyut mentioned, an opportunity for all of us to come together, and I think that's happening. And he beautifully, I think, described it in the analogy of the salad bowl. So I don't have anything to add. It was very comprehensive, and I'm completely in support.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So next question again for both of you. What role do you feel public figures needs to play to nurture stronger sense of togetherness within the region and across India?
I think that one of the things that we often find, and of course Mr. Pradyut can add to that, is speaking up. So I mean, in my course of going around, interacting with a lot of people, attending seminars, attending a lot of various programs, conferences, I realized that our people, Northeasterners, are very shy to express themselves. I think that's something we need to change. We need to articulate what we want, what we feel, more importantly. And that's not happening. And until and unless we stand up and we speak up, I don't think anyone's going to take notice. So my brothers and my sisters who are here, I would like to reach out to them that it's not just about political leaders, but it's about each and every one of us. It's our responsibility. You have been sent by your parents. You are, pursuing your aspirations. I think you are the future leaders of the region, of the Northeast. So let us all speak up. Don't feel, second. Don't feel inferior. Have the confidence. Just say what needs to be said. I think that's, for me, one of my, most important observations. But I think Brother Pradyut can add something.
Yes, sir.
So I'll give you a personal experience. Khasis here. Are any Khasis here? Yes?
Many? Yeah.
So when I grew up in Shillong in the 90s and the early 2000s, in Tripura there was, amongst the indigenous people, there was a perception because of so much of Bangladeshis walking into our state, they had put us down. We were hesitant in speaking out for our rights. Then when I was in Shillong, I saw my Khasi brothers and sisters fight for their rights. There's a word called Jai Bin Ryo, right? And I saw my friends in colleges and in my school speak out and fight for their rights. And that inspired me to go back to Tripura and fight for my people. Now, the most important thing for a leader is first to have personal integrity. Second, leaders from outside will come and try to purchase you. They will try to mentally tell you that you are not good enough. They know more than you. They know what is right, what is wrong. But if you in your heart know that fighting for your community, your people, is the most important thing, it makes no difference who the leader is from Delhi, you will stand your ground. So, when we do that, you inspire youngsters. Because they are looking at the leader, am I going to be a leader who will be waiting in an airport to receive some leader who comes from Haryana? No. Because they are not going to wait for me in Delhi airport when I come from Tripura or I go from Guwahati. So, why should we do the same? So a leader should be able to keep the respect of their people. Purno Sangma was one example. I think that izzat dene se izzat milta hai. If they don't give us respect, then don't expect respect from my side.
Yes.
So it's a two-way street. We respect them, we respect their culture, but many things these people don't know about who we are, what we eat, what we dress, what our sentiments are. So till the time they don't get it, well, you're not going to get any free lunches. So I think the leaders need to realize, it hurts me when leaders come from Delhi and our women are dancing, we are giving them shawl, we are giving them... When is the last time I went to Delhi and or I went to Rajasthan and there women were dancing in front of me and they were giving us shawls. No. So we should not give them any free lunches. If you want to give us respect, if you want respect from us, you have to give us respect. And yes, personal integrity is very important. Because if you are inherently weak, corrupt, then what will happen is they will take this advantage, send ED, send CBI, try to intimidate you, say you will go to jail. The moment they know you have a weakness, they will take advantage. So personal integrity and moral character has to be very strong, and it is not very difficult because we don't need so much money, but what we need is respect, and we need to ensure that our people get what they want. Our people have suffered for too long, and if we want our people to prosper, if we want our next generation to prosper, the road today may be more difficult, but tomorrow our next generation will be much more successful.
So we need strong role models like you, sir.
Not role models, you need strong people. You know, I'll tell you, money is not everything in life. You look at Nepal, the Gen Z. In Nepal, the Gen Z got together, in 2 days the Prime Minister and the President of Nepal had to run away. Did the Gen Z have money? No. But they had courage. So courage comes from being on the right side and being truthful. But the day you become corrupt, you will not have the strength to speak out. So it's not role model. The idea is inspiration, courage and integrity. Role models will come and go, but your moral character has to be the same.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. He said many things. It's all in whose hands? Your hands, right? Yeah. Sir, next question is to you only. Even with all the progress we have made, many people from Northeast still feel misunderstood by in other parts of India. And in your opinion, what went wrong in the past and what's still going wrong, and how can we change this?
See, I think again, you know, why only people from Northeast? People from South India. I mean, South India's different states, different languages, great history. Kannadiga people, Telugu people, Tamil people, Malayali people, they have different cultures. But there was a time when everybody was Madrasi. That's the way people looked at the whole of thing. But you all fought for your identity, right? So now, when I say that respect is a two-way street, it is not only for us to explain who we are, it is for the other people to learn about us. Now when I go, you are all students here, most of you are students. I open a textbook, I know who Rani Ki Jhansi is, I know where the Mughals came from, we know about Nehru, we know about Savarkar, we know about all these things. When is the last time you picked up a textbook and read about the Battle of Saraighat? When is it that you spoke about Raiksom Raisa? When is the last time you spoke about Tirot Singh, Tikendrajit? So, why is our history not taught in national school books?
Exactly.
So, is it only our job to learn about the rest of India? And isn't it the job of the rest of India also to learn about our region? So, if the government of India, whoever it is, whether it is the Congress or the BJP, it is not a matter of importance. The government of India should ensure that the rest of India knows about Northeast. We are part of India. So, if they do not include that, I meet people, they say, "Arey Momo, oh play guitar." Arey, why should I play guitar, yeah? Do you know polo was invented in Manipur? Do you know Khasis invented pottery far before most of the people did in the rest of India? The idea of gunpowder originally came from the Assamese kingdom. They say Babur bought it. We have some of the best customs, cultures, but nobody speaks about it. Every time we are equated with Momo. Arey, what is Momo, yeah? So, I don't like it when they make and that happens because you have not educated. You have not educated your younger generation to know about another part of India. So the government of India has to do so, and we, as one Northeast, whatever we are trying to come out with, we should come out with a clear policy on inclusion of our history, our culture, our languages, our identity in national curriculum. I'm seeing here the Khasis wearing their traditional dress. I'm seeing the Garos wearing their traditional dress. I see some Maitais with their panek. I see our Naga president, she's out, she's wearing a traditional dress. This should be put in the national curriculum. Why should we? Of course we should learn about Bharatnatyam. Of course we should learn about what is happening in North India, Rajasthan. But we should also learn about another part of India. And I think that is the most important thing.
So true, sir. I totally
Anything
agree
wrong?
with
Have I
you.
said anything wrong?
I just like to just add a little bit what Brother Pradeep just mentioned. I mean, I can understand you're from Karnataka, right? And you feel the kind of angst, the kind of anger that is there in him. Now you have to understand that why is there this feeling in our system, and I think it's a very positive thing. If we were to be like, oh, we don't care, we're not Indians, then it's a damn care attitude. We don't care about India. But the anger and the angst is a reflection of the fact that we're very proud to be Indians. Yet, why doesn't India give that kind of due recognition to our region, to our people, and recognize us for the contributions also to this great nation? Be it in the field of sports, be it in the field of, as mentioned by Mr. Pradeep, in the field of culture. So many contributions have been made, by our people from the Northeast to this great country, and yet we are looked at differently. So that kind of anger and the angst comes from that. And please do pardon us for this kind of outburst, because I think it's a positive thing that this outburst is a reflection that we are very proud to be Indians, as our root, as our foundation.
Yeah.
Can I say something which
Yes, sure.
supplementing what? When you call our people chinky or Chinese aunties, or when you say soya bean or whatever, soya sauce, right? Or you're saying Chinese people, is it fair? How would somebody feel if I went to Delhi and said Pakistani? So no, how would they feel? They will feel repulsed. So we are also saying we are Indians. We are not saying that we are not. And anyway, nobody wants to go to Pakistan, but China is a developing economy. Yeah. So itna bhi mat utsao कि many of our people say, okay, fine, we are Chinese, then you have a bigger problem.
Reaction will be
Now, you see, another thing, James, I think we should talk to Conrad and also speak. Jana Gana Mana, right? National anthem. Punjab, Sindh. Sindh is in Pakistan. You got Pakistan in the national anthem. Include a word called Northeast. I mean, include something about Northeast, maybe Brahmaputra, whatever. Include a part of a region in your national anthem. We feel that we have been accepting us. Now, that is one thing I think we should also say. I mean, nothing is perpetual and nothing is fixed. You should try to incorporate parts of Northeast in your national song so that we feel we are a part of the larger great Indian nation. And we are patriotic people, but treat people with a certain amount of respect and not ignorance. That's what I'm saying.
So we have so many untold stories, right? So we want to know one untold story from your land, जो आप सबको बताना चाहते हैं, जो आज तक हमने नहीं सुना है. So starting with you, sir. Any untold story?
Untold story. You mean in terms of culture? In terms
Anything, sir. Culture, politics, anything.
Fine. I'm here as a Northeasterner first, of course, today, but since Kakuli has asked me for an untold story, well, we just celebrated our